Okay, everything's good. Alright, let's get this started. So I'm back for you guys. The first round of playoffs is officially over, and things turned out the way I said they would. Other things didn't, but we're gonna get into it in this video. So Golden State won in 5 games like I predicted. I did say Houston was gonna take at least 1, maybe 2. They did it without Curry, so that shows that team's still a good team. But I predicted it. I didn't expect Houston to win, so life goes on. Portland Trail Blazers beating the Clippers. It was such a turnaround, like with the injury to Chris Paul and Blake Griffin in Game 3, it just completely turned around the series for the Portland Trail Blazers, won in 6 games. I didn't predict that happening. I bet nobody predicted that happening when the series first started. So it's just a series of unfortunate events for the Clippers that led to their demise. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Sometimes injuries happen and there's nothing much you can really do about it. OKC beating the Dallas Mavericks. I called that from the jump. I thought it was gonna be a sweep at first, so I said maybe 5 games. Come on, the Dallas Mavericks, they weren't equipped to beat OKC. Not a lot of teams are, except maybe the Spurs. And speaking of the Spurs wiped the floor with the Grizzlies like I predicted. Like, come on, everybody predicted that happening. It wasn't that much of a shocker that they won. Like, come on, it's the Spurs. And then it's the battered Grizzlies who were hurt. So Cleveland wins in 4 games over the Detroit Pistons. I gave the Detroit Pistons 1 or 2 games because they're a good team. All those games were competitive like I said they were gonna be. So I really thought Cleveland would slip up 1 game and give them 1 or 2 games. But 4 games, that's better for us because we don't risk injury. We had like 9 days of rest, so that's good, especially up against Atlanta this series. So we'll see how that goes. Atlanta versus Boston, I really thought that it would go to 7 games at one point. I know when I first made this, I said Atlanta was just gonna walk over Boston, but it turned out to be an interesting series towards the last couple of games. I thought it would at least get to 7, but clearly I was wrong. But I did pick Atlanta to win, so I guess I was right some way. Now Miami versus the Charlotte Hornets. Miami Heat came out in Game 7. That was a very interesting series to watch. I know I said that Miami would win in 5 games, but they made things a bit difficult for themselves and they had to go to 7 games. At one point they almost lost in Game 6, but D-Wade came up big time. Like I at one point I thought like he turned back the clock and switched bodies with his younger self, and it was just wow. He played phenomenal that Game 6. And Toronto Raptors versus Indiana Pacers. A lot of you guys watching this, y'all know that I said that Indiana could have beaten them. At one point I was cheering for Indiana to win, but come on, I'm not stupid. The Raptors, this is a series that the Raptors should have won, and they did win. It took them 7 games, but that's neither here nor there. They still made it out of the first round. Congratulations to you guys. Yeah, congratulations. Even though I still hate the team. So the Golden State Warriors versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Warriors won Game 1. Like while this is being recorded, Game 1 already happened. So Golden State beat them by 20 points without Steph Curry. And so I see this series going to probably 5 or 6 games. I give Portland 1 game at home, maybe 2, but Portland's not gonna beat this team. Like people fail to realize, even without Steph Curry, that this team's still a playoff team. They still got a very good core around them. He's like the frosting on the cake. Everybody loves the frosting. I know some people like Kash don't like frosting, but he's a different breed. But yeah, Golden State in 5 or 6. And on the flip side, we have the San Antonio Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. San Antonio Spurs beat them by like 30 points. They were leading by 30 going into the second half. They just wiped them off the court, so they're already up 1-0. But it's one game, come on now. We all know this is at least a 6-game series. They're both very good teams, but I have the Spurs coming out 4-2. They're just Durant and Westbrook, they're good. They're really good, but I do not see them beating a very good team in the San Antonio Spurs by themselves. It's just not happening. Like, come on now, it's not happening. And now the Cleveland Cavaliers versus Atlanta. This game is happening tonight, so this should be an interesting series. The way I see it, it's either gonna go really easy for the Cavaliers or really difficult. I see it ending in either 5 or 7 games. Like, Atlanta is not a team to be slept on. Like, everybody can score on the team. Like, most of their games, everybody has at least double-digit figures, so anybody can get hot at any given time. Jeff T, Paul Millsap, Kyle Korver, Al Horford, Dennis Schroeder. They got a pretty good team, so I ain't gonna count them out, even though that is my team. I'd say either 5 or 7 games. Simple. And next we have the Miami Heat versus the Toronto Raptors. Now, the way I see it, the Game 7 that occurred between the Raptors and the Pacers, that was the Raptors NBA championship. They've been having that monkey on their back about not being able to get out of the first round. Y'all don't realize like the amount of emotion went just into getting out of the first round. I think that they're just gonna be drained. Like, they won't be ready for this next challenge of the Miami Heat. Now, I know I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this, but I'm saying this right now. Miami wins in 5 or 6 games. I'm sorry. Like, the Raptors, prove me wrong. That's all I gotta say. You can prove me wrong about this, then maybe I'll give you guys some more credit in the future. No, I won't. So that about wraps up this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, give it a big thumbs down. You know I like my thumbs down. It makes me want to be better. It makes me want to turn that thumbs down to a big thumbs up. And all our information will be in the description. If you like these type of videos, I will just keep on making them. Also, the NFL season is in a couple of months. I may bring it back for that. But other than that, have a good day. Enjoy the playoffs. I know I will. Right until LeBron loses again and leaves me another disappointment. Peace out.